Okay, good morning, everyone. This is the Diana Wright Show live online. We welcome you from around the world and in the United States. And thank you so much for joining us. We remind you that our mission on this particular show is to encourage you, uplift you, and just hammer you every single day so you can go to that mirror and say to yourself, I love me. Achieving what you want because you love yourself. Achieving what you need because you love yourself. And when I am a little blue, or like this morning, I was just considering something about, someone saying to me, oh, I did something for you 20 years ago. I don't even remember 20 years ago. I want you to do it now, today. Okay? So, and I listened to T.D. Jakes this morning as he spoke about wonderful, great things. And he talked about the fact that he has one of his members who decided to Facebook him and say to him, I am sick and tired of coming to that church and running down the halls and getting into the spirit, and nothing is changing in my life. But what is she missing? She's missing her own faith in the process. No matter how much the preacher preaches for you, or prays for you, or preach the message, you will not receive anything until you align your faith with what the preacher is saying to you. A lot of us, we are sick or we have problems, and we go and we depend on our preachers. We depend on our prophetesses to guide us and take us through the journey. But unless you have faith to join with that other person that's praying for you, and you are indeed praying for yourself, nothing will happen. So the first thing and the first part of the process is to love yourself. Be able to look in the mirror and say, I love me just the way God made me. No one else. Don't want to be anyone else. Don't want to have anyone else's life but the life that God gave me. And even though you might be down in the dirt, in the hole, and I will give you my daughter's website this morning, pavismiraclehealing.com, Pavis miraclehealing.com, and you look there and you tell me what you feel after you see those pictures. And if you see her today, you would never know. So God is still in the miracle working business, but you must have faith. You cannot depend on your preacher. So you telling T.D. Jakes that, oh, I'm tired of coming to that church, I ain't coming back because nothing is happening? Nothing is happening because you're blocking the blessing. So, as we welcome our special guest inside the program this morning, I'm not gonna, just remind you about everything, but I want to remind you of the date, April 30th. That's the International I Love Me Day declared on this program, and I want each and every one of you, I don't care where you are in your life, whether you're rich or poor or in between journeys, you need to love yourself before your journey really begins. So as I welcome Dax to the program via Skype, and we thank him so much for joining us this morning, we're going to talk about first loving yourself, then getting to the wellness place that he is talking about. And he is encouraging his clients to be well, because we have so many illnesses and so many problems with health in our community, black community as I speak. But yet we do have them in the brown community, Hispanics. And we have them in the white community, quote unquote, lighter brown. That is white people. So we all have the same problems, and in case you forget, I keep reminding you, when we each die, we have the same amount of real estate in the earth. No one has any more than anyone else. So hence we become equal at death, and we have no control over our death process because God is just in charge of that. So welcome to Dax. Hey Dax, how are you? I'm going to put you full screen first, and then I'm going to do it this way. How are you? So they can see us both.
How are you?
I'm good.
I was listening to your opening, and I love it. I love it. I mean, faith is something, it has to have action. It can't be just a sitting down and I like to think of wellness as a balance between the mental, the physical, and the spiritual aspects of our life. And that
amen to that.
The spiritual aspect of our life is very, intangible. We can't put our hands on that. But at the same time, the mental and the physical. So the person who go to church and is just in the church because they feel that I'm at church, so therefore it should work. They only practicing a mental faith. But they have to put it in practice. They have to ask themselves, what can I do on a daily basis? Not going to church.
Yep.
Going to church is the first step. There's so many other steps that when you leave church, when you go to work, when you take action in your life, when you put food in your mouth. We see people eating foods and wondering, why am I not losing weight? Why am I not healthy? Why am I still sick?
Exactly.
We need to help them to become aware. And I tell you something, it's not easy because I didn't get here overnight. I was 269 pounds.
What?
I'm 6'4".
Yes, but when I know you, you always look nice and slim. And what happened?
Food and stress and life, and you get so caught up with making money.
Okay.
It's a priority for me to make money over taking care of myself. Today, the totally opposite is true. I take care of myself, and guess what? The wealth comes when you take care of yourself. So, you know, I love the I love me concept.
Yes, it is. It's my crusade.
Absolutely. I'm with you.
Okay.
I don't know how big your congregation is. You can make me a deacon or a disciple.
Okay, well, you're a deacon right now. You're my deacon, because I tell you what, we don't know how big our congregation is, because as you know, the internet is worldwide, and we welcome every morning and every evening. We welcome our viewers from around the world and in the United States. You never know who is watching and who you're helping, but just one word from our lips can save someone's life.
Absolutely.
All right. So tell me a little bit about your journey, because when you tell me how much you weighed, I'm like lost, because I knew you to be tall, slim, and handsome. So I don't know how that poundage thing happened.
Well, it's gradual.
It's
gradual. Over time, you put on 10 pounds here, 20 pounds there.
Whoa!
And then you go to your doctor and you say, Doc, why are you trying to lose some weight? And the doc said, it's just you're getting older.
Oh no!
38 years old, and the doctor telling me I'm getting old. It's natural to gain weight.
No, I don't believe in that.
Absolutely
I
not.
don't. No.
Absolutely not. I tell you what, I actually was doing the real estate business, and I love real estate.
I know you do.
I love people.
Right.
I really believe that owning a home was a good investment. It made sense for people. People were able to save for their future, invest in their retirement, and have some control over their overall financial destiny.
Right.
After the real estate crisis, it really hit me. I saw so many people lose everything.
Yeah.
Financially.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at the time it was everything, because that to me was financial was everything. But for me, it gave me a chance to really refocus on my life, rethink so many things. And today I have everything. I have my health.
Wow.
And to me, that is wealth. And
Amen.
I really encourage people. I feel after the real estate business, I made a commitment to make important things interesting, as opposed to the news media.
Yes.
And generally, people are just making things interesting. But I want important things to be interesting. And to me, the most important thing is to take care of your health. You have to take charge of it. You can't rely on anybody, the doctor, the FDA, the pharmaceutical, nobody.
Nobody can fix you but you.
Absolutely. I can't help you. I can only show you what has worked for me.
Yes.
And encourage you to try it for yourself,
Okay. All right. So tell us then a little bit about how much weight you've actually lost and how people can actually get to be part of this wellness that we're talking about.
All right. I lost 69 pounds.
Ooh.
And more importantly, I lost it without any dieting.
Oh.
Or any exercising.
What?
I didn't diet or exercise.
No, you didn't. No exercise?
Diana, it's the digestive system. The
oh my goodness!
Today are full of so much preservatives.
Yes,
it's toxic. The body don't know how to. Even when you think you're eating healthy food, they have so much preservatives in them.
Yes,
you know. So what happens is that builds up in the body and creates a dysfunction in the digestive system. So it can't eliminate. So if you're constipated, that's the first sign that something is wrong. And what our program does is flushes out the intestines and then treats it for parasites, because as the toxins build up, the parasites build up. So you have the cravings. You know, if you eat a meal and then within 45 minutes to a half an hour, you feel like, I could have eat something. I feel like it's sweet. That's the parasites in the intestines. It's not
because that sugar is like cocaine. It's like a drug. You need it. You need it. You know, I have my moments when, like once a month or anytime, I will be like, I need some ice cream, like right now. And I'll go and I'll eat. Because I always believe that you should not deprive yourself of something if you feel for it. Because if you don't, you kind of keep having that same urge all the time and that craving. So I'll go out and I'll eat not a whole lot, just enough to satisfy that particular craving that I'm having. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That's a fantastic thing, but you are at a different place.
Okay.
You're at a different place than the person who is obese, the person who is 25 pounds overweight. What you just described don't happen to them every month. It happens to them every day.
Okay.
Every single day.
All right. Okay.
And it's because they're hungry. It's not because they're indisciplined. It's not because they're weak or greedy.
Really?
It's because their intestines are demanding the carbs, demanding the sugars. Even those people who have to have a drink every night.
Yes.
Alcohol is a sugar. And what happens is that your body demands those sugars and you want it. So it's not about discipline. It's not about you eating too much. It's that there's a dysfunction in the digestive system. So it's a totally natural detox that targets abnormal body fat. It allows the fat to melt away. You literally lose an average of 2 to 3 pounds a day, but definitely a minimum of a pound a day.
Wow. Okay, so tell us about this program. Is there a right time to start it or just any time? Because, everybody says, okay, on Monday I'm going to start a new diet, and we never do.
It's easy. The first 2 days, we say you're priming the pump. You get to eat whatever you want. So if you have a big festival coming up, if you have a wedding or a birthday, you can eat for the first 2 days. Eat as much fatty foods as you want. That really gets everybody excited.
Yes.
We have a website. And it's RAD, the number 4, the letter U.com. Right?
RAD, the letter 4.
The letter 4, the number 4, the letter U. RAD4U.com.
Oh, RAD4U.com. So you kept your RAD in your situation because it was RAD Financial when I was with you, and then you have kept your RAD. So what is the official name of the company then?
It is Reaching Another Dimension. Wellness.
Okay, I got you. So it's RAD, the number 4, the letter U.com.
You got it.
That's the website. Okay, so we'll keep that as we go along so I can repeat it. So reaching another dimension of wellness.
Yes. But it's a 21-day program. We spend 21 days with a live coach that's going to follow up with you on a daily basis. This is not about products. We're not selling a detox product and say, good luck. We actually spend the time every single day to check up on you. But more importantly, we tell you what you need to do.
Okay.
All of these things is something your grandmother and your mother used to tell you. It's the old school stuff coming back. But what happens is that we have so much information. We hear this tech raspberry ketones.
Yes. Oh my God. Oops. I have a feeling. Hold on a second. Let's see if someone wants to get into the conversation here. Hello. Good morning.
you know that your guest is very low. We can hardly hear your guest.
Okay, all right. Let me turn him up a little bit.
Turn me up, Diana. Turn me up.
It sounds good, but it's low.
Okay, you want to check again for me to make sure you can hear him? Because then I have turned him up as much as I think I can without getting some kind of feedback or something here. So.
All right, let him talk now. So I listen.
Okay, go ahead and speak, Doc.
Are you any better now? Can you hear me? You hear me any better?
That's better.
Okay, thank you so much. Do you have a question for Dax, maybe?
I just tuned in. I'm sorry. I'm gonna listen in a little bit more.
Okay. All right, so you can call us back then. All right, thank you so much for calling. All right, okay, Doc. So we are being heard a little better now. You were low before. Okay.
I think I need to get a fancy microphone like you.
Yes, I think so.
I will work on that.
Right, we'll work on that. So because he's gonna join us every week to talk about wellness and kind of encourage people to be their best self is really what we're trying to do, and be your most healthy self. That's the goal,
Absolutely.
Right? Okay.
You know, diabetes. I don't want to make the quote wrong, but millions of people have diabetes. They don't have to have it.
Yes.
And I'm not a quack. I'm not saying I can cure diabetes. I'm saying the cure for diabetes is a change in your eating habits. You need to leave out the meat. You need to move to a plant-based diet. And I'm telling you, check out the website. There's an article on there. It's not me. It's a doctor that's saying it. He's making a presentation. I just put a copy of it up there. But he's talking about the entire science. The Diabetes Association acknowledges that this is an effective
detox.
I want to say treatment, but it's not a treatment.
It's a detox.
No, not my detox.
Oh, okay.
That changing your eating habits can actually clear diabetes out of your system.
Well, I agree. I totally agree with that. I totally agree that diet can change a lot of things in our bodies.
Yeah.
Some, as the doctors explain it, are hereditary. Like, they talk about blood pressure being hereditary, or, that kind of thing. And some diabetes is actually hereditary. No matter what you do, you're going to have diabetes. But there are some people that diet can actually help.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're not saying that everybody who have diabetes shouldn't have it. We're saying too many people in our community have it, and too many more are getting it.
That's definitely true.
Down.
Yes,
it's growing.
It's growing. But at one point, I kind of wondered if there was some conspiracy, because all of a sudden, this diabetic thing just kind of blew up. So, people were saying, oh, it's the industry, the pharmaceutical people trying to make money off of us, and, that kind of thing. And then you're kind of wondering, why did that not happen? But then, when I think back, Dax, when I was younger, when you grow up in Jamaica, you hear people talking about, oh, Miss Jane, have a little sugar. And then I thought, oops, that's what it was. They were diabetic. But we didn't know what diabetes meant or what it was, because we're eating too much flour and meat and all kind of stuff, and that's what's killing us.
Animal protein,
yeah,
the milk, the meat, the dairy products. But again, we look. I want to be clear. There's Dax Dunn, this person here, and what I believe.
Okay.
And then there is the business that I'm in, which is a natural detox.
Okay.
And that I am a vegetarian, but I have people who eat meat who get the same results, lose the weight, feel healthy.
Oh, okay.
So it's not a case where you have to be like me and do everything I am doing.
So you eat no meat and no fish or anything like that?
I'm not going to lie to you, Diana. I actually like bacon,
which you're not supposed to eat at all, because I just did a story on that last week. That bacon kills you.
I don't eat it unless I go out and see it, and if I see it maybe every 2 months, then I have a little piece.
But they say you can have one strip, though. They say you can have one strip.
I'm confessing. But besides that, No, I eat lentils.
Good for you, yes.
I do smoothies. I drink green juice. I'm actually a raw food chef.
Ouch. Wow.
Yeah, man. So Vanya is my...
Everything raw?
Pretty much. I like it. You can do a lot with raw food. It's very, very interesting.
Wow.
You know?
Okay.
So Vanya has been my coach. She's teaching me about hot foods and cold foods. You know, there are certain foods that you should eat at different times of the year.
Right.
Or that you shouldn't eat different times of the year. So,
okay.
You know, all of these things are what we teach people in our 21-day program.
Right.
To help them to take charge. Again, we're not about selling products and saying, you know, you have to follow us. We're saying, you can take care of yourself. Let us show you how. Let us show you how important water is.
Amen. Yes.
More water.
Yes. Okay, the water thing, I wanted to ask you about that because I thought about that last night because I know water is good. I just did a show on it. The Parisian diet, you must drink water, the Dukan diet. But then there's some people that I know that we've had discussions, they have a problem with their potassium. And if they drink too much water, it takes away the potassium that they actually have inside of them. So they then now have to take a potassium tablet.
And the first
so is there
problem,
anything in your program that kind of address something like that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
The first problem is if your body is not absorbing potassium or your body is losing potassium, it's because of an imbalance that usually is related to toxins.
Okay.
So the idea of disease in our book is based on an imbalance in the body that, you know, you don't find children having the rate. No. What I'm saying is, when you see a child get sick, like right now, we have a lot of nurses on the program, right?
Oh, okay.
And yesterday, a nurse was telling Vanya that a 10-year-old child died. She died because she was constipated for 2 weeks.
Wow.
That is toxins that build up in the body. So just, you know, that's the extreme. And I'm saying somebody who is saying, okay, I drink water, but I lose potassium. You know, there are other things that are causing. It's not the water. The water is trying to flush it out, but it's also some other imbalance that's there. So water alone is not going to make you perfectly healthy.
Right.
But if you're drinking water and you're losing potassium, it's a clear indicator that something
else is wrong. Okay.
Right. And it's more likely that it's toxins that have built up. And if you can do a detox, it will give you a clearer picture of where the problem might be.
Okay, welcome to the program. This is the Diana Wright Show live online. We welcome our special guest this morning. That is Dax Dunn, and his website is RAD4U.com, and you can check out what he's telling us here because it's quite important, I think, to not only love yourselves as I am crusading for you to do, but I would like for you to be well in the process. So if you want to lose, what is it? You lost almost 70 pounds, Dax?
Yes, you know, I mean, look, there are people out there who need, because of we have three categories of clients. We have people who are morbidly obese. The doctor says, look, either they need to do back surgery or knee surgery, and they can't do the surgery unless they lose the weight, or they have medical issues that are compounded by the weight, and the doctor says, we'll put you on a lap band procedure or something drastic, and they say, well, they're going to come and try the program. They all have great success. They lose the weight.
Wow, that is awesome.
The second group of people are those people who are lifestyle, the moms. I tell you, I love women. I believe that mothers are the most important, you know, members of our society. They are who they are who are grooming the kids for the future.
Right.
And that too many times they get caught up in being mom. And not taking care of themselves.
Yes, that's true.
Teaching their kids how to take care of themselves. So we want to help moms to start paying attention to themselves, to start spending the time to, you know, look good and feel good, and not just be mom or be wife or be some caregiver, whether they're caring after their parents or somebody else. Women are caregivers, and we appreciate that. But we want them to first take care of themselves, to love me.
Yes.
to love me.
Yes, yes. And don't feel guilty about it, you know, because a lot of moms, they feel guilty if they go and treat themselves to something, or if they take care of themselves, or they're, you know, up in arms like I am. I love myself, you know, and there's nobody that's going to change that. I don't care how important you think you are in my life. You will not allow me to shake my love for myself, you know. So I'm so happy that you brought that out. And what's the next category that we go to?
And then we have the fitness people. We have lots of clients who go to the gym, who eat healthy, who pay attention, drink the water, do everything, but they have this belly.
Okay.
That little pooch.
Yes.
You know, the baby, they had the baby. The baby not a baby anymore. Now the baby is 6 and 7, and they're still walking around with the baby fat.
Yes.
And we can get rid of that. They've been going to the gym. They've been trying everything. This program will get rid of the stubborn, abnormal body fat on the belly, the hips, the thighs, under the arm, under the neck, and you don't get saggy. Your skin don't hang down, and you look like you draw down. You look fantastic. So.
Okay, so let me challenge you then. My special guest, of course, is Dax Dunn, and we're talking about wellness along with the crusade of I Love Me on the Diana Wright Show live online. So we welcome you again from around the world and in the United States. And Dax, I want to ask you, there are people like myself. I've lost whatever weight I want to lose, but you know, there's always like that 5 pounds or that 6 pounds that you just can't seem to shake it.
Right.
What do? You know, would your program be good for someone like me?
Absolutely, Diana. Listen, I'm
spilling the beans on myself.
Let's do this. Let's get you on the program, and you know, in 15 days.
Okay.
15 days, guarantee you. You'll get your results.
All right, and what do I have to stop doing while I'm doing this? Okay, ice cream and those sweet things, I can do that. But what else do I have to give up?
It's not about giving up.
Okay.
It's not about giving up. The hardest thing you have to do is drink a lot of water.
And that's not difficult for me, because if you look, hey Dax, right here, I have it. It's always here with me.
All right. Just water.
Okay.
So the water and the drops. There's a little bottle of drops like this, and you just put it under your tongue.
Okay.
But again,
I don't have to take any pills.
There's a colon cleanse.
Okay. Because I hate pills. I hate pills. I really do.
It's 3 days.
Okay. All right. Okay. Just 3 days of pills.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then everything else is the drops.
Okay. Great. The drops are wonderful.
There is no magic thing. There is a combination of stuff, and you know what? I'll tell you. I'll run through the program quickly with you.
Okay. Just do it slow. You don't have to do it quickly. Just take your time, because I want people to get this, because this is important for me. I love when people are healthy. You know, when my husband see me working out at nights after the show, he has to go get his weights too. You know, so we encourage each other, and we move on. Exactly. It becomes contagious. And he goes, "Oh, you're working out? You know, because I take my daughter to a trainer, because, you know, she's a kid. She needs a little more discipline, and, you know, kids don't like to listen to their parents about exercising. So when she goes to her trainer, she listens to him, right? And I do my own thing, and I tell you what, when Lloyd sees me working out, he's like, okay. If he's not working out, he feels really bad, you know, so he will go get his weights and start working out with me and stuff like that. So we need encouragement from each other. So I like that.
Well, I tell you what, you just described our program.
Jesus.
90% of the program is about paying attention to you. So here's what we do. We go out and we hear about the latest diet.
Okay.
We go out and we buy the product. We take it for 2 days. We might feel a little better in many cases. And then by the 3rd day, somebody invites us to lunch.
Yes.
Or the car break down. Or you get stuck in traffic. Or some incident in your life throw you off track.
Totally, yes.
And you say, Chuff, forget that. Well, we are going to call you up and say, how is it going?
Okay.
And we're going to check your weight every morning. And
no.
We're going to say, this is what we say. Support plus accountability equals successful results.
Okay.
And that's the same thing that Pavel's trainer does.
Mm-hmm.
He says to her, look, I needed to do 4 of these, I needed to do 6 of these, and he holds her accountable.
Right.
But he gives her the support when she's doing it wrong and she might hurt herself. He say, hold on, no.
Okay.
Let's change that.
Yes.
So the program is 90% support, 10% product.
Wow. Okay.
But more importantly, we're about you changing yourself, your lifestyle. I can't tell a nurse to stop going to work at night. But I can help her to realize that not sleeping at night has a direct effect on her health.
Yes.
And she now have to make up for it in terms of I have met so many nurses who tell me that they can survive on 4 hours
of sleep. Yes, and I think that's crazy. Totally crazy. You cannot.
And their health shows for it. And you know, the sad thing is, when them drop down dead, the hospital just hire another nurse.
Exactly, and life goes on.
Absolutely. So the program is, first, we reset the digestive system and we flush out the colon.
Okay. So you do a flush first. That's the first thing you do. And of course you have to start with a lot of water to get to that place.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But again, you don't have to stop going to work. You're not going to be at home, you know, having
running close to the bathroom.
No.
Like when you're going to do a colonoscopy. This is not that kind of thing, right?
No. You can still go along with your life. Nothing changes. The hardest thing is the drinking of the water.
Okay.
The byproduct of drinking the water is you have to run to the bathroom.
Every 45 minutes. Yes. So you have to do that when you're close to home or close to a bathroom.
The water.
Yes, the water. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying you know if you work in anywhere, the challenge is the guy who's a driver. He's on the road and he's driving from one down to the next. We've had cross country tractor trailer drivers do the program and get results, but unfortunately they have to stop every hour.
Yeah, to use the bathroom. Okay.
You know?
All right, so how much water am I talking about here now? Because I try to drink at least, what is this, like 4 of these per day?
I can't see yours.
Okay, can you see? Okay, you can't see mine because, of course, but everyone sees. It's a regular, let's see how many ounces are in this.
Mine?
Yes, I see yours. It's 16 ounces in this bottle.
This one is 23 ounces.
And I also have a Voss bottle, which is a big one. I think it's maybe a couple more ounces than this. So I try to drink at least 3 or 4 of that every day.
You on the program, you're probably gonna drink about 6 of those.
Okay, all right. So about 6 of my Voss or 6 of this.
Oh, the Voss is what size?
The Voss is about, I would say it's about 20 ounces, I think.
Okay, yeah. You do 5 of those.
5 of those and then probably 6 of these regular bottles.
Yes.
Because some people, you know, it's easier for them to drink the water from the bottle. Some people it's easier to do it from the glass. I like the Voss bottle because when I drink it, I know I get a whole gulp. And then I go back and I get another big gulp kind of thing. So, but it's too big to have on the show. It's too cumbersome. So that's the reason I keep this bottle here.
Well, the other thing with the water is that a lot of times we feel, okay, I'm going to drink all the water in the morning. I'm going to drink all the water at night. You have to drink it throughout the day. You have to drink it constantly. So, you again, we're not saying that in regular life you have to be drinking water. Well, I am saying that. I really think that we need to, in order to maintain optimum health, we should be drinking water every half an hour to 45 minutes. You should be taking a sip.
But it's not just you alone, you know, that's all the doctors, the Parisian diet, the Dukan diet, I can name some diets and they all say the same thing. Water, water, water. Forget the sodas, forget the other drinks.
Absolutely.
How about teas? Is teas included in your program, in the wellness program?
Yes. Teas are great. We love teas. Teas, even something like hot water with lemon,
yes,
a natural diuretic. It allows the body to cleanse itself.
What about things like honey? Are you allowed to have honey on a program like this?
In the detox, and it's only 21 days, and as I say, in your case, in 10 to 15 days, you would see the results. But there's no sweet stuff, no sugar,
no
oil.
Okay.
The major thing you're going to cut out is oil. You know why?
Oh, oil.
we're going to cut out oil because you're burning abnormal body fat. So your body fat is oil. And when you're on our program, the product causes you to release abnormal body fat. So right now that body fat is locked away. We say there are 3 types of body fat. There is structural body fat, that's in your skin. You keep your joints in place. It's in the palm of your hand. Very important.
Right.
And when you do those drastic diets, it affects structural body fat. That's why you see those people, the skin hang down,
right,
and the loose fat around the waist,
yes.
right? This don't happen on this program.
Oh, okay.
It is only targeting abnormal body fat. So
wait, you look the same way to me in your face. I'm not seeing your body, but your face look the same way. So, you know, yes, take your jacket off so I can see what you look like. Because, you know, I can't even imagine you weighing 300 pounds.
You know,
I just can't imagine it. There you go.
Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put some pictures in the newspaper of me before and after. So
yes, that's a good thing.
Yes.
Okay, and then you can... somehow we can get that link to my website so people can actually see it when they go to my website.
For sure.
Sure. That would be a good thing. Okay.
And this is 3 years ago. I've kept the weight off, and I, you know, my dream was to have the 6-pack abs.
Okay. So do you have it now?
Not yet.
Oh, not yet. You're working on it.
On track. I'm going to take those pictures and send them soon. So
okay.
I'm putting it out there. People can hold me accountable.
Hold Dax Dunn accountable. He wants 6-pack abs, and he's gonna get it. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. I'm gonna try to get the same thing too. How about that? So we'll take the journey together.
When you do the detox, you will get the results, Diana. I promise you. You will get the results.
Okay, so how am I going to get these products now? How am I going to get them?
I'm going to mail it to you.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
We have clients in New York. We have clients in Puerto Rico, Panama, Bahamas, all over the world. Because you know what? When I'm going back up a second, and
so that means all of your clients should be watching this show right now.
They should.
I hope they are.
They should. They will. I hope you have it archived. You record.
Oh yes, it's when we are finished, it will be on YouTube, and then it will be back on my site by tomorrow. Okay. Yes.
But let me back up a second. You know, when I started on this process, I was actually doing the radio show with John T. And I was on Monday to Friday, and I was playing tennis probably 4 or 5 days a week. I was playing tennis with an older couple downstairs. It was couples tennis. You know?
Okay.
I was sweating. I was fit, but I was fat.
Okay.
I was in good health, no problems. And then I lost the weight, and it really just changed my whole life. It changed the way I looked at things. It changed the way I thought about things. It changed, and so many things in my life changed, you know, with that whole process. But I'm telling you, the idea. I am 43 this year. At the end in November, I'll be 43.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm 20. My son was here earlier. Josh, he's 20.
I remember Josh when he was little, actually.
he did the program. He did the program and lost some weight. You know, my daughter did the program.
Wow.
My mom did the program.
Okay. Well, your mom didn't need to lose any weight, did she?
You know, so when we started doing the program, instead of running out on the radio and saying, I found a miracle and just promoting it, I spent almost 2 years working with family, working with friends. We had a ton of people from T-Mobile, the cell phone company.
All right.
We had people, a lot of Spanish clients, you know, and all these people had great results. They shared it with their friends, and the business grew.
Wow.
It was almost feeling, why I can't leave out my people, and I have to go on WVS and let them know. So
okay, so hence you went to WVS with and let me just let people know WVS is one of the only stations in Florida that is Caribbean generated music and everything you want to hear. So, that's where Dax, I guess, started letting out the secret. Yeah, the secret.
Because I was on the radio before doing the mortgages.
Right.
So we have a built-in client base there that are familiar with that.
With you and yes, exactly. Yeah.
But no, it's a great thing, and I love the opportunity, and I love what you're doing, Diana. I really believe that this is a very important forum, and I appreciate the opportunity to just speak freely, because on the radio you have your restrictions. You can't just talk and tell everything, because I don't know why it don't work the same way. But this
it doesn't work the same way, because camera is visual, so you kind of not feel like I could show the people my water bottle and that kind of thing. You really can't do that on the radio. So radio is wonderful because it goes everywhere with you. But then there are certain things that television or the internet is just more powerful. And that's how I see it, basically. Because I've done both.
I have to give you some credit, too. You are the personality that will ask the right questions, that will take on the big challenges and not just do the easy stuff.
No easy stuff here.
An artist. It's easy to talk about, regurgitate the news.
Yes.
But you're taking on things that that are very important, that we need to address. And congratulations. And
Thank you.
As I said, I'm telling you again, I am on board.
Okay, so you're my deacon now, because everybody thinks I should be a preacher. I don't want to be a preacher. I want to do what I'm doing here.
Do what you're doing. You're doing it.
Yeah, because I think I can preach from here, what I want to hope for my community to do, and for everyone else. We want everyone to watch the show. White people, brown people, immigrants, non-immigrants, illegals, whatever you want to call them, Europeans. We want to get the message out to that people, because I don't care where you live or what color of your skin. If you are not loving who you are, you will never, ever, ever find happiness. I'm serious about that. You just won't. No matter what else is happening in your life. Because look at rich people. There are so many people who have wealth in abundance. And check them out. They are so unhappy because they're dissatisfied with this part of their hips or that part of their nose. They live in the chair of the doctor, the plastic surgeon. Hello? So, that's just my message. And linking with the wellness is just so important. And it's not a diet, right? It's not a diet. We need to stress that. This is not a diet. This is a change of lifestyle. Okay?
My yoga teacher, by the way, I am a Christian.
Okay.
But at the same time, I practice yoga.
Okay.
Yoga is beyond twisting up yourself in pretzel.
Yes, it is. I agree. Okay. All right. Let's see if we have someone who has a question for you here, because I'm almost sure there is a question. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes. Good morning.
Your program sounds so exciting this morning.
It sounds exciting. Oh, see, someone says the program is exciting, Doc. So you gotta come every week. You gotta be here.
Yeah, but health wellness is my thing, and I'm very interested in what the doc is saying about the program. And glad it's not a diet, because I kind of hate diets.
She hates diets.
It really works. So I can't wait to get involved in this program.
Okay.
Excellent.
By the way, Dax, is there a name for the program?
Because it's a 21-day detox.
It's called a 21-day detox. I just wanted to know from Dax if there's a name for the program, and he just told us 21-day detox
for weight loss.
What is it?
21-day detox for weight loss.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of programs out there, so and I like to try them. So I'm gonna try this one.
Okay.
And if it works, just tell your guest that.
Oh, he's hearing you. Yeah. He's hearing you. You can speak directly to him.
I hear you.
He's hearing you. He's hearing you. Go ahead.
Well, if it works, they said you should be a product of the product. So if it works, I'll be a product of the product.
Okay.
Excellent.
All right.
Excellent.
There you go, Doc.
Go to the website, read up more about it.
Yes, and I heard you talk about diabetes. I didn't hear in full detail because I'm at work and I'm kind of listening in and out.
Yes.
So
what do you want him to repeat?
Like every week?
Yes, he's going to be on with me every Wednesday, right, Dax? Is that good for you?
I'd love to, yes.
Okay,
yes.
All right. So would you like him to repeat something that he said about diabetes?
Yeah, with his program, how exactly, maybe not in too much detail, I'll listen again maybe next Wednesday. How does it work for diabetics?
Okay, how does the program work for someone with diabetes? All right. Okay, thank you so much for calling. I know you're at work, so we thank you for the call.
No problem.
Okay, take care. All right, so you heard that. She's obviously a diabetic, and she wants to know how does the program actually work for someone with diabetes.
All right. There's a product called chromium picolinate, that it allows the body to metabolize sugars in a much more effective way.
Okay.
But what we need to realize is that the reason why we get diabetes is in the first place is because of the body's inability to convert sugars back to insulin and back and forth. So the pancreas is the organ that usually is directly related to diabetes.
Okay.
One of the doctors that we definitely believe in and follow her principles teaches that parasites infest the pancreas. And if you can relieve the body of those parasites, the pancreas will improve its function, and in a lot of cases, you see the diabetes goes away.
Right.
But you have to change your diet in order to support the function of the pancreas and to maintain the optimum health. So the detox improves the body and allows removes the parasites and improves the function of the pancreas.
Okay.
But at the same time, we show you the right foods based on your blood type, based on your lifestyle, based on you in particular. This is somebody in New York can be doing the same thing as somebody in South America. You understand? The different places that you are have a direct relationship to the foods that are available to you. We need to eat foods that are in season. Amen
to that. And fruits especially, and vegetables. Don't eat the things that are out of season because you're not getting the right stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So all of these things, look, I can preach it, I can write a book about it, and somebody can read it, but what we do is over 21 days on a daily basis. Every day we bring a little bit more information to the person, but we make it directly related to their life. It's more about asking questions. It's not about telling you what to do. It's about helping you to figure out what is right for you.
Right.
Because only you know what's right for you. Only you know what your body needs.
Amen.
So, to come and do 100 tests and say, oh, this level is up and that level is up, that is not what we do.
Okay.
We are about wellness. We are about giving you the system to breathe deeply, drink enough water.
Breathing, you mentioned. Breathing is very important.
Is life.
Yes.
It's life. Breathing is life. You can't, how long you can go without breathing?
Yes. I'm so glad you brought that word up. Breathing. It's so important because sometimes you actually catch yourself and you're going like, was I breathing? Seriously.
That's stress.
When yes.
You, out, you stop breathing.
Yes.
And if you start paying attention to your breath, something come along, you don't like what's happening, you take a deep breath. It gives you the chance for your body to relax.
Yes.
They call it the relaxation response.
Okay.
Your body relaxes, your brain focuses. You know, you were talking about your audience.
Right.
And you were saying black, white, brown, everybody welcome. You know who we really love? We love conscious people.
Conscious people.
Conscious people.
You sound like Bob Marley.
No, you couldn't give me a better compliment than that. Thank you. But I'm telling you, conscious people. As a matter of fact, there's a movement I've been talking about called the power of reggae.
Amen.
Because the vibe of the reggae music, the beat, That beat, that is a beat that causes the body to relax, causes the body to identify with love.
Amen, amen, amen. When I play Maxi Priest and certain artists in my car, it just takes you. Marcia Griffiths, oh my goodness, I can't think. Beres Hammond. I play those things when I'm leaving to go pick up my daughter in the evenings, and I am just a little stressed or feel a little blue or anything. And I just stick that CD in, or I go to my thing, which is already burned into my car. I tell you, Dax, it just takes you on another journey, on another planet, and you forget every other problem that you did have.
Powerful stuff.
I'm serious.
Powerful medicine.
Serious. Yes, medicine. It is, because
music is medicine.
One day, I'm telling you, I'm going in my car and I'm listening to. There's a song that Maxi Priest and Beres Hammond sing together, and it talks about, because I always want to look for something that kind of confirms what I'm talking about in terms of loving yourself. And part of the song says, if you throw hate against the wall, it comes back to you. But people, if you throw love against the wall, it comes right back. And I thought, wow, here I am. I'm going to go on my program this evening, and that's what I talked about. So I listened to T.D. Jakes, and he's talking about, okay, guys, because he talked about it this morning. He talked about the fact that there's a woman in his congregation, a member of his church, who is so unhappy that she Facebooked him and said to him, I am tired of coming to your church and getting no results. And I'm tired of running up and down and getting into the spirit and whatever. And he simply said, you have to have faith, your own faith. It cannot be just me. Yep. So you have to put yourself in it to receive whatever blessing. And we talk about the wellness. Yes, you have to do the detox or whatever you need to do with the guidance of Dax and Vanya and whoever else is in his program to get to where you want to go. If you're diabetic, I believe you can cure yourself. That's just me. Absolutely. If you have high blood pressure and you have tendencies, because my mom has it and I have tendencies to go that way, I am going to do my best to make sure I don't get it. We're not doctors.
Yes. Let me say that clearly. We're not doctors.
And we know that.
And we're not promoting the cure for anything.
Anything, yes.
We are saying that wellness is the cure for all disease. When you're well, disease can't exist.
Amen.
Disease does not exist in a well environment.
Well, the Bible tells you that too, right? Remember now, when you read things like The Secret, and because I read everything, I don't leave anybody out. Because I want to know what they're saying. But when you go to the Bible, you see everything that's in that book that's called The Secret that made so much money. It's in the Bible.
Sure.
Okay.
There's a bread we have with Ezekiel bread.
Ezekiel bread. That's what I fed my daughter when she was sick.
Ezekiel bread is a staple on our program.
And guess who told me about that? My Jewish friend told me about Ezekiel bread. She told me about leeks. Dr. Rubin, she's not a doctor. She's a doctor of education. She told me about leeks. She told me about that other green thing. Oh my God, I can't think of it right now. I think of it as we go along. And I just went in and I juiced. My daughter had juices from, fresh apple juice, fresh cucumber juice, apple cider vinegar, celery, everything. Spinach was going in that thing, in that blender.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, the cure that you get from fresh things and doing it for yourself, no one else can give that to you. Yes.
You ever heard blackstrap molasses?
Yes, I had that too. I still have some in my fridge left over.
Powerful stuff, but you can get it in your regular grocery store. But here's the problem.
Yes.
If you can't control it, nobody don't want to sell it. So media costs money. It costs money to be on the radio. It costs money to be on TV.
It costs money to set this whole thing up.
It costs money to produce the news. So the news is giving you information that they can sell around, advertising around. The blackstrap molasses is not willing to. pay the news company to talk about the benefits of blackstrap molasses.
Yes,
so nobody don't hear about it.
Yeah.
But we have a responsibility. We are taking on this charge, and we're bringing information to people to say, look, be well, live well, and stay well.
Amen to
and
that.
Love me.
Yes, and love yourself. Well, I know Dax for a long time, and I can tell you he have no problem loving himself, and he truly does. And whatever he does, he throws himself in it. Rad Financial was successful. Of course, no one anticipated that there would be a bust in the real estate industry. Nobody could have dreamt that, imagined that. Just like you can't imagine any tragedy that comes in your life, like myself. But it's the way you deal with that particular tragedy or that failure or that downturn. You have to pick yourself up by your bootstraps and keep on moving. Okay? So, I tell you,
But it's love, though. I know love from as a child. My family gave me love. I was very lucky.
Yes, you were. I know your mom, so I know. I know he's speaking the truth.
Unconditional love.
Yes.
And for me, all I can do is give people love. There's nothing I need from anybody.
Yeah.
And honestly, if I meet somebody, if them don't like me, all right.
It's okay. That's cool.
That's cool. But I still love you.
And I tell you what too, I remember when I started doing mortgages and I went to Dax, he took me under his wings and showed me. He had no hang-ups about, some people, they have knowledge, they don't want to share it because they think you're going to come and outshine them and whatever. And when I shine, because I did with your company, did shine to your shock too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I was green at this thing.
But you're a superstar at anything you do.
And he was so proud of me and treated me that way. Till some of the people got a little jealous, But he celebrated my success without being jealous about my success. You know what I'm saying? And I really must tell you publicly, I appreciate you for that so much. And I respect you for that because I know that there's, whomever you're trying to help right now, you're not doing it for you, you're doing it for them. And I really appreciate you for that. I must tell you. I must tell you. So see, I got a chance to tell it to you publicly. Ha ha ha.
And I appreciate it. But you know what, Diana? You have been a giver. We say at Rad Wellness, we say sharing is caring. And I learned this mortgage business because somebody was willing to share it with me.
Exactly.
And without any holding back. That person is still good friends with me. I don't know if you ever met Steve. But Steve and I are still great friends.
Wonderful.
And my son just decided to do the mortgage.
Oh
no! And he's gonna work with Steve.
Okay.
So it's a small world, and we have to take care of each other.
Exactly.
And when you find the right people, because there are people who come along who you just don't have the right vibe.
Exactly.
I still love them.
Yes.
But we just can't.
You can't click.
We're
don't
not
click.
right for each other.
Yes.
But I'm telling you, it's a pleasure to work with you, and I'm excited about being a part of this project. And more importantly, we want to build that community of people who love themselves and encourage them to do it without any shame.
Exactly, because that's the next thing, people believe, if I love myself, or actors, if I love myself, people will say I'm too this and that. I don't care. I really don't. I'm sorry.
But you're a better person for it.
Yes.
If you take care of yourself, then you have so much to give. You're not worrying about what you need. You take care of yourself. You can give away everything else.
Amen. Amen.
If you full your belly, give away the rest.
I wish you were nearby so you could actually be in the studio and on the other camera right here in the studio. We live so far apart.
Come on, I will make the drive up maybe once a month.
Once a month so you can be right here in the studio with me so we can really have a good rap conversation and people can feel the vibrations, as we try to get the word out for people to love themselves and just be well. Just be well. Just be well. It's not about Dax. It's not about Diana. It's about you. All about you. It's all about you. Okay, Dax. We want to wrap up now because I don't want to give away every secret. So next week we don't have any secrets left.
We have more than enough to talk about.
Oh, great. Okay.
Our program is about. We say it's about three things.
Okay.
You. You and you.
And you and more you. Okay.
Your lifestyle, your results. Your choices, and we help to support you in identifying what is your goal. If you only want to lose 5 pounds, all right, no problem.
Yeah, I think I only want to lose maybe about 6. If you don't, even though if you tell my husband that he'd go, okay, what are you trying to do? Disappear?
No, man.
But it's about how you feel about yourself. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's not about anybody else.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Listen, we're going to get you going on. It's such a pleasure to be on with you, Diana.
Yes.
Have a fantastic day. To your listeners, to your viewers, to your community, please go out and share it with somebody else and tell them to join us. And I so appreciate the calls, and I look forward to helping anybody who has any questions. Can I give out a phone number?
Yes, because I was just about to ask you. We gave the website, but we didn't give the phone number. Let me repeat the website again. It's RAD, R-A-D, number 4, and the letter U.com. What's the telephone number?
1-866.
1-866,
786. 3617.
3617. Okay, and I'll keep repeating that, and I look forward to having you next Wednesday again as we do this. I enjoy this whole Skype thing.
So did I.
You're the first guest that was brave enough to do it. Everybody's like, no, we'll stay on the phone. But I knew that you would come through for me.
Absolutely.
All right, Dax, thank you so much, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. And of course, we hope that everyone will spread the word about wellness and I Love Me Crusade, and we will make you just better people. And as Dax said, it's all about the 3 U's. You, and more you. All right, Dax, take care.
All right, give thanks.
And have a great day. Ciao. Alrighty, so Dax, oh my goodness, I enjoyed that totally, and I hope I will have other guests that will be brave enough to want to come on Skype with me, and so we can have a great conversation about whatever it is. We will get back to the news and all that other stuff later on this evening, and I would just like to say thank you so much for joining me from around the world and in the United States. We hope you enjoy the program, and we hope that you will take some advice and get into the green zone of your life and come out of the blue zone, because in the blue zone you're going no place but down, but in the green zone you can only go up, up, up and away. And of course, as I said at the top of the show, don't depend on just God and just your preacher and everybody else. You need to have faith, and you need to bring yourself out of whatever you are in, just to let yourself know. Love yourself. Be who you are. Yeah, I felt a little blue this morning myself, but as soon as I turned on that program to TD Jakes and I knew that Dax was coming on to talk about wellness, I got out of that blue in a minute, in a flash. But then I invited you again to go to my daughter's website at PAVIS, miraclehealing.com. I know you can spell miracle and I know you can spell healing, so I'm just spelling the first part, PAVIS. P as in Peter, A as in Apple, V as in Victory, I as in intelligent, and S as in sex. How about that? All right. On that note, I say thank you so much for joining me again. Welcome again to all my viewers around the world and in the United States. You just never know who you're listening to, who you're talking to, who you're going to help that day with just a word, just a thought to wake up that person and get them from the blue zone to the green zone. Thank you so much again for joining me. And don't forget, April 30th is indeed the day, the International I Love Me Day. And come October 5, Save a Life Jamaica Foundation will help you to save a life. It will truly be an opportunity for you to save a life, not just in Jamaica, but around the world. I guess this Novelette Gale chose that name because she likes the way it sounded. So it's Save a Life Jamaica Foundation, but it doesn't mean we're just trying to save lives in Jamaica. All right, just around the world, anywhere you need or you have a need, just go to their website and find out. And don't forget to give Dax a call at 1-866-786-3617, and his website is RAD4U.com. All right, so once again, thank you so much for joining me. Give us the thumbs up and love us on Facebook. We're not asking for no like. We're asking for love, because that's what we're preaching here. LOVE equals love. So give us some love. Give us some tweets. And, of course, call us on the phone number 561-228-1921. That's 561-228-1921. And just keep the faith coming. Keep the faith going. The email address is dianawrighttv@gmail.com. And if you want to pass on the message to your friends, the website, of course, you know it because you're watching me. It's dianawrighttv.webs.com. Thanks again, and have yourself a super blessed day. If you love something, set it free. If it comes back, it's yours. If it doesn't, it was never yours. This is Diana Wright saying ciao, au revoir, adios, and goodbye. Mm-hmm.